All right, good morning, guys. Good morning. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing very well also, and battling with life, Just in our ages, we have to hustle, and tussle. While sitting, while walking, while flying, while traveling, it is what it is. Sometimes we have to accept our current situation as we plan for the future, all right? So I slept sound, but a little bit tired because the week has not been easy. A lot of stuff going on, and we have to go about with it. So guys, I have seen a lot of people talking about the aspect that MWANGO has decided to change the manager from the Marwa to the father. Okay. What I can say, maybe MWANGO has trust issues, and I'm not planning to be offensive, but I'm just commenting because if I were me, I would consider hiring someone to oversee. If at all, I'm not getting a family member to do it for me. Remember, in the entire family of MWANGO, everybody is busy getting their own dozen for their plate, getting their own dollar for their pocket. And construction has become a competition in the entire family. Sometimes when you're working as a family, and it happens, and I think all of you can testify this, okay, if you are genuine, you can testify this. Hello, welcome on board. Let me just connect the computer. I don't know why it's disconnecting, and I hope it will not force my camera out, So thank you so much for coming around, and I really appreciate your presence this day. Today I was unable to go to church because I had a lot of tasks to do here and there, but the kids have gone. The kids have gone already, and let's hope for the best, guys. So welcome on board. I know currently people are still logging in, and maybe others are in church and all that, but I always know that at the end of the day, we'll have people coming here. David Taylor justifying his begging, manipulative tasks. FBI finally got him. Really? Tasty Cloud, how are you? Welcome on board, and let's get to it. Hi, Tasty Cloud. A very good name. Tasty Cloud. I would imagine when we take the cloud and it's tasty, Okay, it's a good name. I just like the name. I'm playing around with it. Thank you. All right, so let's get to it. The reaction for today. Yesterday, I saw a lot of people commenting on MWANGO and the aspect of deciding to have the father at the site. The reality is that I cannot celebrate any failure of anybody, of course, and she's not going to fail, for sure. What I just don't think is right is after having an issue with Marwa, for whatever reason, maybe because of the engineer and that video that was deleted, I did not expect that MWANGO would opt to have the father coming to the site. What I think is that given that MWANGO really dared the world, she has traveled in 50 countries. She doesn't have to say that in Africa a woman cannot be listened to. That is a lie, because in reality, when we were doing the construction for our parents, we were improving the house. I remember my sister, my younger sister, she's younger than me for about 10 years, She's younger than me, 10 years younger. She had to be the manager of the construction process, and everything went out right. So I just believe that MWANGO should just get her confidence and decide when she wants to construct in her presence, she can do it. Because I do live in Kenya, Alan Mwangi. I live in Kenya. And that is why I talk about Kenya. though we have plans to relocate to elsewhere, just for the aspect of seeking a better life anyway. But if everything improves while we are still in Kenya, we don't have to move away anyway, you know. We are doing one and two things here and there every day. And we cannot complain so much, though life is difficult, but we are daring it, okay? So welcome Alan Mwangi, and you can like the video as we proceed. And I hope also you people, you are checking also on my vlogs, because I don't want to focus so much on reactions all the day. As I do reactions, I'm also trying to grow my vlogs. I'm trying to grow my lessons, and I also want to do something to do with the packs. You've seen the packs I was given, and I would really appreciate if people become members in the packages. If they become members in adult package and favorite package, then I'll do something. Thank you so much, Alan Mwangi, for subscription. I really appreciate. Okay, and I thank you for the likes too. And you know, that is how to go. So when we get the support of anybody who comes on our channel, we really appreciate, because we know you are God sent. You are God sent, whether you are coming to critique what I'm saying or to support. All that is just with one focus, you know, enhancing viewership and enhancing watch hours. We are almost getting there. We are missing about 440 watch hours to get monetization, and I know it will happen. Sooner or later, I'll be talking a different story, guys. And that is why I'm working hard every day to ensure I post something. I do even 2 videos or 3. Some of them premieres. I'll be doing a premiere later, I think in the afternoon, because there is something I was doing, a vlog I was doing yesterday, and I'll be sharing later. So thank you so much, guys, for your support. You know, I always appreciate. And I would wish that I repurpose my videos in the channel later, so that I focus so much on vlogs and, you know, lessons. They are easier to make than these reactions. But for now, let me do the reactions, guys. Reaction must continue. All right, so if you've been watching MWANGO from Nyabohanse, an African lady who has traveled 50 countries, you know, she has been doing a villa, constructing a very big villa. And yesterday she dropped a video saying she's learning from her mistakes. Hey, guys, I don't live in Nairobi, Alan Mwangi. Currently, I'm in Kitale, though I've been living in Voi, which is at the coast. But I just relocated because of work purposes. Now I'm currently in Kitale, but I keep traveling. You will see me even maybe next week in Nairobi. Another week I'll be in Mombasa. On Tuesday I'll be in Eldoret. And I'll show something about Eldoret, because I keep traveling. The other day I was in Mumias. I keep traveling. The other time I was in Kisumu. Another day I was in Kakamega. So I keep revolving around our country. I have a lot of friends in Nairobi, Juja, Thika, and we are doing even some investment, a corporate investment together with them. So I keep traveling, but currently I'm in Kitale, Western Trans Nzoia, all right? And that is why my video yesterday, when I'll be doing the premiere, it will be showing Kitale. And I really appreciate this, because I've traveled this country, including Garissa. I've been in Garissa also. I'm planning to go to Lodwar and Turkana, because I have a cousin who is a deputy principal in Turkana, in Lodwar, and then I have another cousin in Turkana. So I've also gone to Homa Bay and Awendo and all those places. I've been in Machakos, Kitui, you know, Wate, and all those places, and I really appreciate. I would wish to also visit the Migori County, especially the Nyabohanse places. But guys, let's go on. Yeah, so while watching the video for MWANGO, I saw her actually raising concerns and saying that she's tired. Things have not been as she expected at the site, which is normal. Any construction, leave alone, she was saying that constructions of small houses don't have a problem. Any construction becomes a burden to someone, you know. We are never equal. They always say the hands of our, even the fingers of our hands are not similar. One finger can be tall like this one is shorter, this one is shorter, this one is the shortest, and that. So the fingers of our hands are never the same. You will find that someone is doing even a small construction, but they're having a challenge because you, depending on your earning and your income and how you get it, you may be more challenged even in a small building, right? Yeah, so DeMWANGO actually decided to shift from using the brother Ian Marwa to using the brother. And allegations have come up. We have seen JT saying that they had a conflict with Marwa after she posted a very serious video about the engineer. Of course, all of you remember I did a reaction on that. She came about shouting and complaining about the engineer, saying the engineer earns every day, but he does not come to the site, and the workers are just going on with the work, but the engineer is nowhere to be seen. Somehow I felt she was being genuine, because how do you pay someone who is not going to work, you know? Personally, when we were doing our house and at some point the very main man did not come to work, I told him, we cannot pay you when you're not coming to oversee what is being done. What if the house will bend? Whom will we ask, you know? And I think that's the way to go. Actually, guys, if you're on the platform, I wish you drop a comment on this. Is there any wrong by not paying an engineer if they fail to come or show up at the site? Is there any problem with that? I don't see any problem with that. But maybe coming up on camera and sharing the views openly, it becomes a problem, because people know that engineer in that place, and maybe it works against his reputation, you know. But if she did that off camera, it would not be a problem. So I think the problem is not in complaining. The problem is how she complained. She came up to do that on camera, and she is a very big YouTuber. A lot of people are watching her. Some people in Nyabohanse would want to construct. Would they really consider that engineer if DeMWANGO has complained and said that he wants to earn money without working? Will they really consider hiring him when she was there saying that this man is coming to the site, you know, and he's not coming to the site, but he wants money every day? That the project started and he was very good and later he changed? Possibly not, you know. So I think the problem was on reputation aspect, that DeMWANGO was working against the reputation of that engineer. And given that she is a great YouTuber, many people who want to construct in Nyabohanse or elsewhere would see that. And if they see the face of that engineer at their construction site, they would not want to consider him. So that is definitely what I saw. But just complaining behind the camera or addressing him and telling him that I cannot pay you if you don't come to the site would have been equally right. Because again, when you start construction, you are frustrated, you want your construction to end. Yeah, and I don't see any problem with that pressure. The only problem is that DeMWANGO came up saying that things which are done slowly by slowly are the best. And then suddenly, when the grandmother's house was being finished, she comes out and begins to complain that her house has to be finished. So that part, as a critic, I did not understand whether she felt challenged or whether it was an whatever pressure she had. So she went to see Marwa at Grandma's place, and Marwa just did a diversion, avoided to actually meet her, and said, I'm going to the market and I'm coming back. And we are seeing the project of Grandma is coming to the end. And I was asking, why wouldn't Marwa not go back to that site? Now, listening at very many reactors, some positive, some they call themselves whatever, but it is reactors all the same. Some are saying that Marwa is just busy. But the others who are critical, they are saying that Marwa has seen the control of the project at DeMWANGO is directly by DeMWANGO herself, and he's not going to gain anything monetary. I don't know. What do you think about this? I would wish you drop a comment in the comment section, because it's about different views and different people. You know, so Marwa has decided to go to Mayugno's construction site. Of course, we saw yesterday in my reaction, he has dropped a lot of bags of cement. Mayugno needs 240 bags of cement, and he has been paid back. You know, sometimes even if you go to your site, I work for you for free, and then you don't pay me, but you get me a connection. Sometimes I normally help people even in writing, because personally I'm very good at writing creative writings. I do write books. I have also done books, revision books for primary and high school and junior secondary. Sometimes you may ask me for notes or ideas, I'll share with you. But if you can connect me maybe to a school to go have a talk and I'm paid, or to sell some books to some people, I'll not have a problem with that. Yeah. So Mayugno came to the construction site for grandma. He did on volunteer basis. But he always knows, that Maro is a soft-hearted person. He will always reward back. Even if it's not through money, he will reward back through donors or whatever, which is okay. They always say, eat where you work. Hey, man eateth where he worketh. So I don't see a great problem with that, but what I just consider is that if things are going on and he is finally benefiting. Mayugno has been stuck with his projects, 3 houses. Nairobi teacher told us clearly that, Mayugno had to bribe somebody for an ID. He is a Kenyan. Now he has that property. He bought 2 acres of land. So he has that plot there. He has 3 structures going on. They were stalled. If Marwa has gone there and contributed cement towards construction, that's a very good effort. Whether it's from donators or whatever, I don't have any problem with that. And I think he's really appreciating the volunteership he had done at Gogo's place. Now, today is a celebration day. We'll be seeing a video at the end of the day, how people are partying, partying, okay? Okay, so then I was looking at this and I was saying, okay, even Ango Juju, I'm seeing he's dashing a lot of money in Nyabohanze. I don't know, for Gates, for Dorina, for this and that. I hope that during his construction, people will come handy and help him, because he wants to raise BNBs, I think. I hear so. I don't know whether he's doing the same as Dimwango, because when I see the big house Dimwango started, I was like, okay, you are very young. And you may not want to live in Nyabohanze forever, okay? You've grown in Nyabohanze all those years, and sometimes when you grow from a place, you become bored. I'm one of the people who is bored so much, only that my profession does not allow me to go around, because I would wish I had that profession which could let me move from place to place. A profession of teaching is one of the worst when it comes to adventurous people, because it doesn't give you room to adventure. You are stuck in one place and you have to steal moments like weekends, holidays. That is when you can travel around. And sometimes the money is limited, the salary is not enough and you have to get other ways of earning money for you to travel. Anyway, let's go to the videos, because talking without the receipts is a bit boring. Let's go to the latest video that Dimwango made. And in the process, the boyfriend had to call and there was an awkward phone call, an awkward moment. Let's just check on it and see what we have to get here. So guys, I really like watching Dimwango, but there is something here.
It's completely no joke. All right. Or maybe I should have taken a mortgage and maybe I could have even finished, just stress-free. Most people, like as human beings, we all love the easy road. You don't need to feel like, oh, I'm struggling, oh, it's draining. Because honestly, some days I don't even sleep. Some days I just think about it and I'm like, oh my God, I can't just wait. Even just to put the first slab, then I know I'll have done something better. So.
All right, guys. So you can hear Dimwango saying that she has regretted, that she wishes she would have used another method. But then I think I don't know why she's complaining, because generally I've been watching her videos since day one, even before she started constructing, during the buying of the plot. And what I see is that many people told her maybe she should have done just a small house here, because it is her village, it's interior, deep into the interior. My reasoning is different, hers is different anyway, but I'm giving my views. Maybe someone else will want to use my thought, okay? I believe if I get, for example, land home, back at home, though our home is on the road, it's not deep into the village. And from my home, there is a nearby market, you can do shops and all that. That is what I would prefer to do. For a land that is near our home place, and I think DeMWANGO has a piece of land in Nyabohanse, the same place where David Jr. is constructing. And from the beginning, a lot of reactors said, why can DeMWANGO go construct in that land, build something commercial? Like, you can actually build, a storage house within that it's a kind of shopping place, Nyabohanse. She could have constructed her home right there, and the home could have maybe hotels, because what she's telling us here, she's doing a B&B, a hostel kind of come home. She would have done the same at Nyabohanse, because it is just on the roads. On the tarmac road, she would have done that, and it would be very reasonable. Deep in the village, you can do a farming, because now sugarcane is planted in this place. She could have had that land for sugarcane plantation and earn money from it as she plows it back to her project. And her project would have been a project focused towards earning money, a project where you don't have to struggle to get customers to rent or maybe hire when they are passing by to the borders. But it is what it is. Possibly she took an advice from Marwa, because Marwa has done a construction of villa deep into the village. But I think it was a bad advice, because looking at that area in Nyabohanse, maybe the few foreigners who will want to come to the Nyabohanse to see the YouTubers like herself and the brother will come. But the reality is that if you are an investment project, you wouldn't do that. I've even read the comment section, and some people are telling her, why wouldn't you have started with real estates, build some hostels, maybe in Migori, near the universities? And I've talked this not once, not twice, and I'm not envious. I'm not even discouraging her, but that is what I still feel. Because, yes, she will build a large villa, but from what we hear her saying all the time, she doesn't want to stay in this place. She wants to travel. She even said that she will be buying her Lamborghini and driving it from, I don't know which country, outside overseas, maybe where the boyfriend is. Okay? So, I don't know. Up to now, she goes on complaining about what has happened, the long time it has taken, but she still convinces us that she has big dreams, so she has to go for them. She still says that she had to fail big time because of the big dream. I'm like, what are you saying? You are confusing me now, DeMWANGO. I can't get what you're saying. Definitely, I can't get it. So, guys, you know who Machete Man is. The father to DeMWANGO is a very strict person, a colonial kind of. He even beats up workers. Can you imagine? And when people talk about that, people will be like, can you keep quiet? You Africans, you don't support each other. We are supporting by giving views that DeMWANGO should use to actually make a wise decision. I even saw on the channel, someone told her, can you hire an expert to oversee your work? You know, if she does not have terms with the engineer anymore, she can just hire an expert to oversee her work. But still, because she's doing a storage house is not like the flat house. You know, a flat house, you can actually we have so many masons in Kenya who know how to handle it. For the storage houses, maybe she has again to go re-engage another engineer. But then I think the problem is not about a manager, it's about herself, because if she decides to manage her project, she can have the voice. She can tell the workers, I want you to do this work by the end of the day. And she agrees with them and she does it. You learn as you do things. You cannot be an independent woman, single still, in your 20s. You want to do your project and you want to rely on your brother or your cousin. My goodness, let me assure you of one thing. Even your cousins, your brothers, your whatever, your husband, they have other duties to accomplish. So when you're doing a project and you decide that you want to do it on your own, you can still move on and finish. You don't have to keep complaining. But DeMWANGO has been complaining day after day. And her complaints are not coming to any ending soon. Yet we have so many people in Kenya who are experienced. And I think being a neighbor of Migori has very good engineers. Among the Luo people, let me be genuine, the Luo people, they have very good engineers on housing or water or other projects. They have very good, designers of clothes, and I think they are the best people in the country when it comes to things with engineering. So now that DeMWANGO is just a neighbor to them, I don't see why she finds it so difficult to go on. Or have they prepaid the engineer? That is another question I'm asking, because I heard someone saying that, was it OT or JT, saying that they had prepaid the engineer? Or is it that they are paying daily? That is what I don't understand so far. I'm so clear on that. Now let's listen to her further aspects.
That. I was telling Justo, if she feels she's tired with the hand, too much. You know, for example, when somebody takes a mortgage, all you need to do is just deposit the money that you had agreed. And I'm like, maybe if I would have done that, maybe I would have finished a long time ago, or my life could be hassle-free. Because some days you wake up and you're totally, you know what I mean? Like, you totally feel like out of place. You feel like, oh my God, I'm doing too much. I think the stress is little. But again, dreaming big, I always prefer to fail big. You know, when you dream big, if it comes to failing, you fail big time. You know, you fail big time, but there's something when it comes to dreaming big and even failing big. You don't fail small. You fail big time.
Andre Nikitin, you're saying my baby. Which baby? Okay, are you talking about DeMWANGO or who? Okay, Andre Nikitin, like the video, please. Like the video for me. Alright, so I was going into that analysis because I told you I'm doing a critical analysis, a reaction for that case, and I'm not actually bangering anybody. I'm not shambuking anybody. What I'm doing here is to point out the mistakes that have come out. Andrew Nikitin is in Russia. Okay, how are you in Russia? How do you do in Russia? You can let us know. The Russian people in the house, tell me how you greet in Russia. The common greeting in Russia. Is it Siao or something? Siao or Howdy? Howdy, yo. Moscow. Hey, Russia, Moscow, they are related? You greet us Moscow. Why is it that I know the other greetings like yo, there is Siao, Howdy, and yo. All right, so welcome to the platform. Like the video. Thank you for your love for the black women. You know, no problem with us. We also love everybody who loves us. One at a time. Anyway, let's proceed with this. So Moscow, you're talking about Moscow? Specifically, that is it? Or are you telling me that is the greeting? Okay, we'll be knowing as we go by, so let's proceed. I really appreciate everybody in the house. Thank you for your love, your great presence here, and you are welcome all the time, guys. You can go check on my other videos. I always do a lot of live streams, some few vlogs, and videos. Of late, I'm not doing videos, but I'm doing live streams and vlogs. I've also done some few shorts. You can check on me. I love dancing. In my shorts, you'll see a lot of dancing, exercise. I've done taekwondo. Taekwondo is one of the martial arts I did, and I really love that game. If I get an opportunity to build, I'm thinking of in my retirement, I must build a gym that will enhance exercise, taekwondo, judo, shotokan, dancing, you know, massages and all that. That's my dream. I'm dreaming big in that way, okay? Guys, will you support me in that dream? Will you? Okay. So let's proceed. Let's proceed with this. But I know that as you watch this, you're already supporting me. And if YouTube begins to pay me, then I'll be there, okay? Yeah. So dreaming big. So DeMWANGO comes out and tells us that dreaming big means falling big, and she's ready for that. And I'm like, okay, not bad, but you would have dreamed big also just by constructing your land. I saw the other day, Machete Man was showing us that land, and he was saying, I think it was David Jr. or somebody. David Jr. and Marwa, they were talking about Dimwango's piece of land near Nyabohanze. And I was like, Dimwango would have gone there. I don't know whether it was Marwa who misadvised her. You know, she has always relied on Marwa. But I think of late, Marwa is letting her down. I don't want to give hearsay, but the reality is that Marwa is letting her down. Because if Marwa has been able to build Gogo's house in very few days, 21 days, it is over. Today they are handing over, they are having a party. Why not in Dimwango's place? You know? So she's saying she wants to dream big and fall big, which is very risky. It's risky. I've ever done a risk of investing 1 million shillings in something that was very risky, and I regretted. I really regretted. I regretted. And I don't think sometimes gambling, or rather going into an enterprise that you are not so sure, you might regret all your life. So let's watch, let's listen more, and maybe just react towards what she's saying.
Easy. I'm glad I'm making this video. Someday I want to look back and just be like, men don't respect women. No, totally different when it comes to work, and sometimes I'm telling you, you tell somebody, I do this, and they look at you, they're like, who do you think you are to tell me this and that time you're like the boss. So I get to learn, I make mistakes as well, but the beauty of that is that when you're not failing, when you're not making mistakes, you're not even trying. So some days I'm like, you know what, Dee, you're doing so good. You're doing so much way better. And I'm like, someday you look back and just be like, I'm so proud of myself. So I'm like, some days, even though they're so hard, I'm like, hold on. So there are mistakes that I make along the way, but I normally tell myself, you know what, the best thing about life is to make mistakes, learn from them. It's just like when you fall down, maybe you're walking, then you trip.
I wouldn't want to fall. Hey, I ever fell in one of the projects I was doing, and I don't want to fall anytime. I don't want to make any mistakes. I don't want to. I just want to progress, maybe slowly, step by step, but not make mistakes. And if I decide that I'm doing a construction, those who are under me will have to listen. Nobody will tell me like what are you saying, because I don't see why Dimwango feels like that. She has always come out and said that she's a little girl, and when people are constructing at her site, they don't listen to her because she's a little girl, because she's starting. And I'm like, don't think like that, because if you are the boss, you are the boss. You are the one bringing money at the end of the day. You are the one who wants that you are building as it is. So you know what you want. Push the engineer to the live stream, to the limelight, push the workers, so that you don't have to rely on anybody and come about saying, now I have to talk to my dad, I have to. Even your dad is a busy dad. That's what I know. Your dad is a busy dad with the molasses and sugar, the sukari guru and all that. You have always said that everyone in your family is busy. So where will your dad get time to do this? Anyway, I don't know. Again, from Reactor's end, people think that your father is very cruel. He has been beating people around the village so they may fear to come to your site. Is that what you want? You have not learned from your mistakes, Dimwango, because if you've learned, you will not even think about bringing your father to your site. You will not. Definitely you will not, because if people have learned that your father sometimes underpays them and punitively handles them, why should you think of bringing your father to your site? I still feel that you have not learned from your mistakes. You are still making mistakes, and you are still ready to fall and wake up, fall and wake up. You don't have to keep falling and waking up. Wake up and go on forever without stopping and falling again. All right? So she came out and was saying that people who have done regular buildings will not know about what she's saying. And I was like, are you serious? I have done a building that is regular, not very small for that matter, but then I can assure you that anything to do with construction is difficult. Not only for story houses, even the flat houses, depending with the design and what they require.
And when you're constructing with no loans, no partnership, no nothing, just from your own pocket, it's not something easy. Some days I'm like, oh my God, now I know.
Okay, so remember, Dimwango is someone who is doing a lot of money on YouTube. She has about 500 and something subscribers. 400,000 subscribers. And whenever she does a video, almost 18,000 people watch. All right? Her brother too has 580 subscribers. The younger brother has 80 subscribers, 80,000 subscribers. Okay? So 546,000 for her, she has 440,000 subscribers. And she's saying that she's constructing from her pocket, which is very possible because she's just a high salary earner. With that kind of subscription and views, she's possibly earning maybe even 200 and something thousand per month or more. Because we've had other people who have YouTubes like them. They say the figure and they tell us 300,000 or 400,000 per month. That kind of money can allow you to do your project with ease. Every month you do something, after 2 weeks you stop. Every month you do something, after 2 weeks you stop. And in 5 or 6 months you'll be done. And again, MWANGO does not earn money from the YouTube alone. She has a lot of packages, people sending her money, super slaps. We have also those who send donations as sponsors. They keep sending every blessed day. And I'm not lying. I'm not envious too, because it is her work. It is her tricks. She learned her tricks and she uses them. So she has a lot of people, donors, who have also contributed. We've been seeing cement coming day after day to her construction site. But it's unfortunate that she started a project, a very big project, which is a domestic house, not a commercial one. Even though she says it will be a hostel, but I can assure you in this village, even if she receives guests on a year, they won't be so many. Unless she gets people like Ango, Jamaican Ango, to come and stay for month and pay. And even if he's paying, it's just one. But if she did her project in a town, and I'm sure she would have done that, she would have gone to Kisumu town. I've seen a lot of land being sold near Awasi. Awasi is just near Kisumu city. When you go to Voi also, there are a lot of land being sold there. I have even a plot at Mwatate, which is just a town. My land and the county offices are not very far. I'll do a video one day to show you that. And the place is really progressing. And when you invest plots there, by the way, one bedroom, people are paying almost 8,000. You know, it ranges between 5,000 and 8,000 if it's a very well-fashioned one-bedroom house, self-contained. Two-bedroom self-contained houses, they are going between 11,000 to 16,000, depending on your design and how good it is, how cozy it is. So I'm looking at MWANGO, I'm like, nobody advised you. And the mistake is already too far, because you are going on with the big villa, but it will take time before that money comes back to you. People build retirement homes. Yes, it's good to build a retirement home, but you can do at 40. But for a small house to begin with, you can do just a simple house, then begin investing, because age is a number. It goes on increasing day after day. But it is what it is. She came out saying that those who have not done story houses cannot understand. Only those who have done regular story houses can understand. But regular houses, you cannot understand the stress of building. And I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious? Okay.
Why some people would even prefer to buy a mortgage, to get a mortgage, or even to rent a house. I understand, because the stress that it comes with it, it's not easy. You know, it's totally not easy at all. When everything is going south, we still have to do it. We still have to hang on there, because I know the project is massive. It's not a little project. You know, it's a big, massive project, and I'm happy for that, because I'm like, I can't wait when one day I'll just be in my bikini jumping in my infinity rooftop. I'll forget about all the worries. I'll not even remember how tough it was. For example, let's say in Kenya. Kenya is a third world country, and a lot of you guys who are watching are from, you know.
Okay, so of course, Kenya is a country that is struggling, but I don't think we still fall under third world country. We were moved to second world, all right? That's what I believe, because that was as early as what? Uhuru's government. So MWANGO still insists that we are third world country, but I think the only problem in Kenya is distribution of funds, because we are seeing there is a very big difference between the rich and the poor. The gap between the haves and have-nots is too wide. And of course, if you're watching Kenyan politics, you see how people are looting a lot of money. The Kericho governor, Mutai, is the latest, who was actually siphoning 2 million shillings for indicating that he's going to renovate a building, but he never did anything on the Ministry of Lands. He also siphoned more money in the Ministry of Finance and many others. He had almost 6 accusations, but unfortunately, he's back to the office, so he'll continue to loot more. If you 50 million that was scrupulously gotten, and he's still there managing his leadership and all that. Anyway, it is what it is. We are not a third world country currently, we are second world, though the difference or the gap, the economic gap between the poor and the rich is too wide. And very many people, even though they are going to work Monday to Friday, they have loans that are suffocating them here. Suffocating them, that they literally have to continue living in rental houses, because you take a loan, you start a house, you cannot finish. I don't know why DeMwango here is saying that those people who take loans, they finish comfortably. It's never easy. You take a loan, you may never finish your project. I took a loan for my house that I'm constructing in Mwatate. It's a commercial house though, not a personal house. I've never finished. I've done the roofing, but the doors, I'm yet to look for money to do the doors, the windows, and then put cement within, do the floor and all that. Plumbing, But I know, all in all, I'll have to be through. I'll finish. All in all, I'll have to finish, because what I started has to be finished. But I don't allow mistakes. I will not allow mistakes. All right? So let's proceed and listen to more advice. Is it advice or complaint she's raising?
Let me know what you think the average salary would be for somebody to have like a project like this. No partnership, no loans, no, not nothing.
Okay.
Hello.
So there came an awkward moment. My boyfriend from Poland called. Okay? The boyfriend from Poland called, and their conversation was just funny. Very funny. Let's listen a little bit.
I just want to be away from the phone a little bit.
Wow. From me? Wow. Okay.
I didn't say from you. From just social media and just from the phone. It's nothing like to do with away from you.
Sure.
I'm recording a vlog right now as we speak.
Include this.
I include this?
Of course include this.
Okay, then say hello to my subscribers. They can only hear your voice.
Shagabalaga, hello.
Really?
Oh.
What's that? Was offline?
Nah.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, it is what it is. Marwa is no longer focusing on managing DeMwango's project. Of course, all of you, he moved to Mayugno, and he also plans to do his own projects very soon. People are like, you bought the fridge after saying you are pocketless. Have you siphoned some brands money we don't know? He has to tell us. Until he tells us, I don't know what to say here. I don't want to really focus so much on that, okay? So let's go to the other part here. There is a video that I also watched from ROCIO. ROCIO Cabrera. ROCIO Cabrera, they have actually had to hire ROCIO the traveler. Yeah, they've had to hire a horse trainer. ROCIO has hired the I don't want to, I'm opening and it's bringing somebody else. This one, no. Let me just check again. ROCIO. Tasty Cloud is back. I really appreciate your presence. Thank you so much. So ROCIO Cabrera has actually had to hire a trainer for the horses because you remember Rio had a problem. He was kicking and ROCIO was scared because at some point she thinks that the horse was not in good terms with her, you know. So let's just switch this. I want to switch this. Yeah, where have you gone to again, Tasty Cloud? Let's check here. All right. Let's watch this part of ROCIO Cabrera. All right. So ROCIO, do you know what Tasty Cloud says? I don't have that many. What do you mean? I don't have that many. What don't you have? Let me know. Tasty Cloud. All right. So let's proceed again to subscribers. Tasty Cloud, what you make sure you do is to ensure that every day you do some live streams, you do videos, and keep posting. People will just come. Because I personally have trained for 3 years, can you imagine? But the first year I was not doing videos every day, I was doing weekly. The second year I was doing maybe thrice per week, but this time I decided this year I'll do daily, unless otherwise. Yeah, so sometimes you have to struggle. And they approved my channel, I think it was May, but then watch hours are behind. So I'm fighting for watch hours, and that is why I'm saying that I'm lacking about 430 watch hours, and maybe I'll be there. Yeah, so I try to do every day. I take 1 hour to do a live stream. Then I also do some premieres. I just throw a premiere, which is also 1 hour. Then I do a video sometimes. If I get time, I do a video worth 30 minutes just to push it. Yeah, so if you keep doing that, then we'll be getting there. I'll be checking on your video to see what you post. I don't know what kind of content you do, but I'll check on you, Tasty Cloud, just after this. Because once you subscribe on my channel, I normally see the new subscribers and go check on them, then see how I can also watch what they do. Because it scratch my back, I scratch yours, okay? So I really appreciate. And I'm also encouraging you guys. There are people who watch the videos, they don't subscribe. They watch the videos they don't like. Please do that, because it also adds up to the algorithms. Let's support each other, you know? Let's support each other in this growth. And also advise us. If there is something you think we should do, you advise us, and we will be so appreciative, you know? And I also encourage people to subscribe, or rather to pay for membership on my channel, so that now it will be possible for them to watch other, you know, serious videos for the adult content, because there is content about dating, there's content about love, relationships, and all that. We cannot share that openly here, but we can share that on special packages. So thank you so much. Let's go on. I was just checking on ROCIO Cabrera. ROCIO Cabrera. ROCIO. I don't know why it's delaying, but I want to check on ROCIO Cabrera. There's a video she just did yesterday. They have hired a horse rider in their home, right? A horse trainer who has trained for 25 years, according to what he's saying. He's known as Joseph. So let's check on that and see something. There was something very dangerous. The children running behind the horse while the horse is training. And I think many people did not like it. I've seen on the comment section many people telling ROCIO, don't do that because it will be very fatal. In case a child is kicked, the parents will not be happy with you. So let's just check through and see what we have to comment right here. Because kids were laughing about during the training session.
And this is shake. Shake.
Okay.
And I was like, ROCIO should be careful.
That's for cleaning. For cleaning, yes.
Let's see.
Horse is good.
Yes.
Dad, lead.
Pole.
Madam.
Merab.
Girls, they are very right on horses.
Yeah.
And girls, they love horses and they do very well with horses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Imagine, when I was a kid, a little girl, I always wanted a horse, and now I have a horse when I'm older.
But that is great.
Yeah.
That is very good.
Wow!
Yes. 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 Shining.
Okay, so we are seeing the horse training session at ROCIO. And maybe we just see and appreciate what we can see, at the same time comment on what was not right, because I saw a lot of people giving comments, especially on the fact that training horses and having kids following the horse is not the best way possible. It might be fatal.
Hi,
Yeah?
what's your name? Help me with the noise. Yeah, so we have been able to reduce this.
Yeah, we have reduced it.
Okay, very good.
Now, a bit is quite low because we import a lot of horses in South Africa.
Yes, in South Africa. Yes, yeah.
But the breeders in Kenya, we have got two breeders in Kenya.
Only two breeders.
And when you get the horses, you get like 16 fowl or 9 fowl. The rest we import from South Africa.
When you mean 16 is the height? Or what?
The 16, the born fowls in Kenya, less horses, you
Okay.
get 16 fowl or 8 fowl. So we
Okay,
have to
okay.
import the other fowls from South
Okay.
Africa.
You need to teach them not to be in the back of the
Don't go
horse.
behind.
Yes.
All the time you have to approach horses.
Yes.
Fowls in Kenya, less horses.
Okay.
So you see some
Okay.
children here were approaching
Okay. You need
the
to
horse
teach
from
them not to be
behind.
in the back of the
Don't go
horse.
behind.
Yes.
All the time you have to approach horses
Yes.
in front.
Can you tell that in Swahili for them?
Unaona, kila saa ukikuja kwa farasi usiende nyuma, unakaa hapa mbele. Huko nyuma anaweza piga yeye teke. Sawa, kila saa unashika mbele. Mbele, si nyuma.
Yes. Okay,
Come
yes.
when I'm tying it like this,
Yeah.
it can bite.
I was looking at the kids, the very, very small kids around the horse in this villa, and I was like, it's fatal. You know, if one day the horse almost kicked ROCIO when she was pregnant with Maisha, what about these small kids? And if it kicks in a dangerous spot, what will happen? Because that is what exactly was happening with this video. Kids moving around, coming from behind the horse and all that. And yet we know very well a horse you must approach from the front, not from the behind.
So
Okay?
this is day number 3 for them. But I already told Joseph that I was giving them a small training before when we got them. So I put the chair already, the saddle. Kennedy, you will be learning as well.
Yeah.
Yes, because also you get very good with them. You get along with them. Actually, when I cannot put the collar, the halter on Rio, she's the one who actually helps me. So, yes, Are you? What do you think about the horses? Do you like them as animals?
Oh, horses are very nice.
Very nice.
Especially when I just imagine when I can be.
Yeah, yeah. All of us, we can wait. Reflecting the other day that in the previous video that I delete, that I wanted this when I was a little girl. The kids got so excited because Rio jumped all of this distance perfectly. When I was a little kid, I said that one day I wanted to have a horse, and now I have it. As an old, I'm not so old woman, but oldest. When I'm a woman, I'm not a little girl anymore. And it's just so beautiful because also the little girl in me is
Every old woman has a little girl in them, right? And the younger, the dreams of younger age come back. So that's why ROCIO, while she was in London, she was like, when I was a girl, I wish to go to London and marry some white, and people really had to create a lot of fuss about it. So what are your dreams? You are an old man or a middle-aged man, or I don't know, you are a boy or you are a girl. What were your dreams then and what are your dreams now? Yeah, share. Drop a comment in the comment section so that we know whether you share the same dreams with ROCIO or you have different dreams. ROCIO had a dream to marry a white in London. And when she went to London recently, she revived that dream and people made a lot of fuss about it, Now she's here sharing another dream, that she wanted to be a little girl with a horse. Now she is old, not so old, but she has a horse. Come on, will you achieve your dreams? Do you think your dreams that you had when you were young, even though you are now aged, you can achieve them even currently? All right, ROCIO is telling us that you can.
that's how I feel.
Oh my God.
Distractful. Moses, keep it. Keep it for yourself. I recorded the previous days, the horse days. I want to see and I want to talk at the same time and I get distracted. But I will explain. Ooh. Ooh. I will explain to you what's happening. So now he's making it run very fast, faster than ever. But the idea is that the horse can move in circles according to the commands. If he's asked to run, if he's asked to trot, or maybe if he's asked to only walk and then even stop, he needs to obey. But what was happening before, now he's just performing very, very well. Really responding. Hey, he's really responding very well, but
yeah, so the horse training session is going on. Joseph Mann is actually running around with the horse, giving commands, but it's day 3. Okay, I can't wait to also see when ROCIO will be up on the saddle, Maro on the other, and Maisha on the other. So that she achieves her dream, It's fascinating also to see what the people we watch also getting to eat. Marwa, where are you? Because I think the training session should involve all of you so that you know what to do. But the kids around the place is what is worrying, The kids around the place are running behind the horse and sometimes causing a lot of risk. And when the horse kicks, it may be fatal. That is automatic. So now that ROCIO knows this, she should be on the forefront to warn the kids to stay away from the horse and also walk close to her so that they are not going to cause any fatal aspect here. We know of horse kicks. We've seen a lot of fatal situations earlier, right? Let me just show one video here. Let me show something here. I want to show you something, guys.
Don't let appearances fool you. My work is easy because I use
The commercial breaks.
all my tasks. I start my brain dumping everything I need to get done.
Now, you know, we can't say that horses are always friendly. There are times they kick fatally. And I want to show you something here.
Doing it. So please ask to look how he responds.
No, Hishira knows.
No, he
No, he tells me.
I want to show you something. Just give me a moment. Give me a moment, I'll be showing you.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. Hey, no.
Hey, where is this video again?
He cannot stop until he doesn't get the command to stop. But he's so much better than the day before.
Yeah, here.
Now he has to stop. Very good. Hey, very good. Very good. I'm so happy for the progress of Rio. After Rio, we come Malaika, and now he will try to sit on him. She says that it's easy him in the when walking and while being myself in the mirror. But once I was seated, it would be hard for him to answer all the commands. But the good thing is he doesn't even move to sit when someone is sitting. So eventually he will. He's very smart.
He refused to move.
So when Joseph seated on Rio, he didn't react. He didn't want to move. He was steady. So now he's using a different technique that he will be actually feeling when someone is sitting on him. Another. And yeah, so food. No, I don't have food. Look.
Okay, so the horse training doesn't seem to be easy. 3 days, but the horse cannot allow anybody on. But I was just saying that horses can be very fertile. And I want us to look at some video here just to justify that, because there are kids around the place when training is going on, and some kids come from behind and the kicks can be fatal. Let's look at this. Let's look at this, guys. Look at that. Did you see? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Have you seen? I hope you've seen. I hope you've seen. The donkeys, the horses can be very fertile if they decide to kick. And I hope you've seen in these videos. I hope you've seen in these videos. When they decide to kick, they can be very fertile. Very. Look at that. Yeah, so horses can be very fatal, especially if they feel attacked. If they feel that somebody is going to attack them or they are not ready for anybody, they can be very fatal. And I think ROCIO should be aware of this so that she's not attracting these girls and boys near the horse, saying that girls love the horse and all that, and imagining that her dreams would be equally right with the parents. Because if anything happens, she'll be answerable. She'll be going to the police and all that. Ted Kimani. Ted Kimani, I'm so sorry I didn't see you, because my phone, you know very well, sometimes when I'm doing a live stream and then it disconnects. When it comes back, I cannot see the people on the phone. So Ted Kimani, welcome. I've just checked on the computer because on the phone I could not see. I've had to check on the computer, and that is when I've seen that you are here, and I really appreciate your presence. Ted Kimani, don't feel offended. I did not ignore you. It's only that when I look on the phone, I'm not able to see the chatting people because currently my phone disconnected, and so after disconnection, I can't be able to see those who are actually coming up. But when I check on the computer, I see Ted Kimani, big up to you. Kelly Sharp, big up to you. And thank you so much for joining on the live stream. Ted Kimani, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the lots of love. Like the video, please. Kelly Sharp, big up to you. Like the video for me, please. Thank you so much and welcome. So you see that, I think you've seen the part of the horse. A horse can be very fatal. Don't be cheated when you see people riding on it and think that it will be so friendly. It can decide to bite, it can decide to kick, it can decide to hit so hard that even somebody can be killed. And I hope that ROCIO is aware of this because she's actually daring. The horse is being trained, and at the beginning there are kids around, and if anything happens, I don't think the parents will be lenient with her. You know, if there is anything that human beings don't care, is when a problem has landed. When a problem lands, people will blame you. They'll never want to know, you know. They'll never want to know what you are doing. For whatever reasons, they'll curse you, okay? Now let's come back to Devi Jr. Devi Jr., I watched the video yesterday and I was not very keen. And Devi Jr. had already said, where are the cows? And I was like, did Matiko sell? Only later on for him to come up and say that Matiko did not sell the cows. And I was like, why did you have to give us such a title? Because when I saw that title, I was like, has Matiko sold the cows? Only to check and realize that Devi Jr. was just raising an alarm. But all in all, even though he's doing a lot of begging and all that on the street, as people call it, but he has done a lot of great things for the lower of the lower, you know. Let's see here.
Maybe you can park your motorbike
And see whether we can assist you.
so right now there. Daddy, how is everything?
We are doing very well. We are on with the construction.
You are so tired,
Not really. I'll be tired at the end of the day.
but not now. Okay, I brought my friend here today. He decided to pay me a visit so that he can see what's going on.
Yeah.
Because he's very respectful. He has been taking care of my property.
You know, he's a very good man. I know him.
Yeah, that's why he's here.
And he's very responsible.
Yeah.
Very, very responsible.
And also we are at the same field.
Yeah.
I'm coming here. I'm telling them I'm the owner of the house. They're saying stop the nonsense.
Yeah, they cannot believe that you are the one who is the owner of this house.
Imagine.
But you know how people who have the abilities, physically you cannot identify them.
Yeah, for sure.
Even the lecturers, when you meet the lecturers of Nairobi University, you will not know that they are the lecturers unless you have seen them in class.
Very, very true. Very, very true.
But those ones without knowledge, they dress in a big way. They will always so physically. Even they walk.
Only to please others with fake life.
Is that true? Is it true that when you dress well, then you are just showing off and you have nothing in your brains or pocket. Is it true? I don't think so, because it's about personality. You know, David's father, David Jr.'s father has had around 3 t-shirts he puts on all the time. I appreciate that he does a lot of work, but then should you dress so badly just because you want to prove to people that when you are rich, you don't have to be really dressing, very well? I think we work because we want to take care of our bodies, our health, and even impression itself. So I don't believe all lecturers just look look careless because they want to prove that they have knowledge, Troy, Kelly Sharp, Mohammed Alheu, thank you so much. Welcome to the channel. Then I can see Troy, you talking to me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, and I appreciate you. Lots of love. Drop comments also, like the video. I only have 3 likes, yet we have so many people who are watching. Please like the video also. Like the video. Okay, like the video for me. Like the video for me, guys. Okay. Yeah, like the video for me. Thank you for the 4 likes now. Anybody else who is watching and not having liked, keep liking the video. Mohammed Alheu, like the video. Troy, like the video. Troy keeps saying I look like the mommy. Somebody else yesterday also said the same on Life Saga TV. No problem. Lookalikes. Okay. All right. So Kelly Sharp, I don't know whether he's still there. Like the video. I appreciate your presence on this Sunday, Sabbath day of the Christians. Mohammed Alheu, I also appreciate. Kelly Sharp says I did. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you too. Mohammed Alheu, did you like the video? And Troy, have you liked the video? And also remind people to share, to subscribe to the channel as we go through our analysis. So you've heard Machete Man, the father to David Jr. and DEE, saying that when you are learned, no one can know it until they get you in class. Thank you, thank you. I've seen more likes coming and I really appreciate. Yeah, I really appreciate your likes. I remind Mohammed Alheu and Troy to also like the video so that we have 8 likes, guys. I will really, really be grateful on that, okay? We are almost finishing our video, guys. And I was just going through that David Jr. Aspect that the workers are disrespecting him because his father is the one who is manning the project and all the time, so they don't consider that he's the owner. But no problem. If you have someone to stand in for you, so what? But then I was just looking at the recent video. There was a recent video where David Jr. was saying that he does not know where the cows he gave Matiko are. But then later on, after raising the alarm, I checked in the video and he showed us that they are there. Okay? He showed us where they are. Here. Yeah, so he checked around this place.
So dad is asking for work, about his TV so that he can pay the bills. But the other day I gave you money. Wakati ule si nilikupea pesa. Ilienda wapi? Aka?
Drinking.
Alilipa TV. Kwa hivyo ni muulize.
Kwa mwezi 500.
Lakini mwezi haijaisha tangia ni. Sasa. Okay guys.
Hey.
Because dad is hustling me money to pay TV, whereas the other day I gave him money. I was buying land. No. Does it? See guys,
so they actually had to check and found that the cows were there. They had not been sold, so the alarm was not necessary. Kelly Sharp said he did. Troy is just saying something else. I'd like to see you soon at Australia. To go to Australia soon. Hey, Troy keeps saying this and I've never understood. I've never understood why every time he keeps saying this. Money is our problem. Going to Australia needs money. We need money to do this. Traveling is not cheap. It's something that we need to get money for before we can travel anywhere. Even in Africa, even if I want to just come from Kenya to Uganda, I need money. From Kenya to Tanzania, I need money. From Kenya to Rwanda, I need money. So once it's possible, we travel the world and see what has to happen here and there, guys. So I appreciate your presence all the time. I appreciate your likes. I appreciate your views. And kindly support me later as I come to the live stream later during the day. I'll be doing another live stream, I think somewhere in the evening. A premiere is coming immediately. There'll be a premiere from 2. So please log into my premiere and watch. I really appreciate. I will really appreciate, and you will be blessed. All right. So thank you and bye-bye. But watch my premiere, please. Watch my premiere. It's coming in 1 hour. So log in at 2 and watch my video. Bye-bye for now. Let me load the premiere.